putting it all in perspective, man. Yeah, here I am. Just doing a little something up. How it go? YouTube said take a break. At least, because they messing with the algorithm. It didn't really make no sense to put nothing up for 0 views. I mean, like, I ain't really vain and shit, but, like, 0? Come on now. You know. That shit. I just felt that I should at least chime in on the situation with the missing submersible, Titanic submersible. What's it called? The Nemesis, something like that, man. I can't even think of the name of the shit right now, right offhand. You know, my thing is, I you can't be an expert on everything, and I say that you got to be careful of that. I got a few things I know what I know. You know, I say my claim to fame is I'm a licensed barber, so that has to be that. I could draw, I do music, I write, I do art, I create things, you know. I create stuff, sort of, like whatever. I would say that's the thing. So what's the material that I'm creating it with or whatever might be the thing. I like learning shit, you know, that don't make me an expert. Like I'm working on, it's going to be a long process. Working on something now anyway, let's say I've never done. But I'm gonna get it done, you know. It just takes time. Just gotta put more time in it. Am I gonna be an expert? No, but it's gonna be expertly done. I could tell you that. I'm gonna put my time, my energy, and perfect it. Now, no, I can't do it like a professional just would do it expertly in little or no time. You know what I mean? So that's like the difference. That don't mean I won't do a good job. But, whatever. Anyhow, I'm way off. Way off. The point is the sub. And it gone. That's out. It's a need. It truly is a needle in a haystack. You got to realize how small that is. It's like, what kind of example? Like looking for a can, you know, in a giant lake. You looking for some random can of a Coca-Cola, you know, over what it is, something twice the size of Nebraska or something they said it was, right? So you just scale it however you want to scale it to fit what it, you know, it's just too overwhelming. Being on submarines, that's why I say, you know, I should know a little something about that. I mean, I went to sub school. We was trained on it. I lived on a submarine, more than one. 3 of them bad boys, huh? Right? You know, but at any rate, I'm gonna say I digress. That shit is crazy. It looked like sort of like a diving suit, something like a deep sea diving suit, but you putting 5 people in this one thing, and it's not a deep sea. I believe deep sea diving suits are attached to an air supply hose. That's part of the thing with them, if I'm not mistaken. It's some other shit, but you know, I think that's one of the main things, you know. However all that work, and I'm not no expert on that. I don't really know much about that at all. But what I do know is submarines, you know, and that ain't no submarine. I don't know what that shit's a death trap, man. They built a death machine. A device, you know, it's and you depending on, you know, submarine depend on hydraulics and shit, and you can lose hydraulics, and we've lost hydraulics, you know. But there's always backups. That's the thing with the submarine. you don't depend on that. Like, this wouldn't happen. Not to us. I mean, they've made their mistakes and then learn from them. And obviously, they just took too many. You don't take shortcuts with no shit that's going that deep. Even half that deep. You can't take no shortcuts, man. They gone. They paid $250,000 to go die. $250,000 each person paid for this tour of the Titanic, which is too dark to barely see anything. It's just an experience. They're better off to give Elon Musk that money and fly up to the ionosphere or wherever they're going. So-called space. They ain't really in space. So-called space, and then come back down. But they wanted to do this shit. It's not safe. They have all they can do, as I'm understanding this craft. I know I'm lost everybody because maybe I'm gonna have 0 views again, whatever. But the craft, man, is just like a can, or very sophisticated, what you call it, like a keg. It looked like a keg with a bubble on it. It's supposed to go down to 13,000 fucking feet, 12,500 feet. Get the fuck out of here. They done it with game controllers and laughing about it. Game controllers controlling it, depending on, I guess, Bluetooth and Duracell batteries and shit like that. Like, maybe they forgot to recharge the battery, some simple shit, or didn't change the batteries, cause, they think it's a game and it ain't. This shit real life. It gone. That's out. Trust me. Cause even us, with all the training and shit, and they have ways for us on submarines to get out. But at that depth, it'd be nearly impossible. It's even with the chamber and your pressurized compartment, and they don't have all of that. They don't have no extra space. They don't have no emergency blow system. It's so much that they're missing of emergency things. Even the communication, they didn't have no type of 1MC, however that worked. It worked. They don't have, just to communicate with that other vessel. Text messages. They're slow. What a Mickey Mouse damn operation, man. And it just go to show you can be rich and not intelligent. They could have went down, came back up, everything would have been everything. We wouldn't know nothing about it, but the risk is still there. It's still not an intelligent move to get on there like that. No backups. They're supposed to have backups on backups on backups. The backup have a backup. And then the thing that blow my mind, what they said, I just heard, that it can only be open from the outside. So even if they can manage somehow to get to the surface, the air is still limited. There's no way for them to open it up. Why would you get in that? You're supposed to have a backup. If something go wrong, you get off course. You get how you gonna get out? You got limited money. You supposed to plan for the worst. This is crazy, man. And then you gonna put your life in the hands. Oh, okay. I'm a billionaire. Shit. You had, to have $250,000 just to throw on this shit. And I imagine they didn't live wherever this at. Maybe did, maybe didn't. Who knows? But I'm probably some traveling might have been involved. Flying, bitch might come from France or whatever. I don't know all the details on it. I bet I'd be willing to bet. I'll put money on it. How many of them just happen to, only people that live in the circumference of where they launched from take that? Nah, hell no. Any fool that want to get on and do it. Yeah, so that and right, YouTube shadow banning and everything. So like that, been doing work in the real world. A lot of shit I had to catch up on, falling behind, and everything is addictive, man. Getting on YouTube is addictive. Getting off it is addictive, but not so much. I mean, I like being on it better, to tell you the truth. But as much as I like it, I got to get shit done. It's a lot of stuff. I'm starting to slip a little. We can't have that. So stay up, man. Stay on top of your game. Don't fall for the bait. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't go back for the easy thing. I'm gonna throw all that out there. We got to be thinking. This is just, I guess another good example of how you got to be thinking, and how just because you could know how to program software, or study engineering, whatever, or some brain surgeon, you invented something, whatever it is, you're still a human being, and you got to be thinking. You still, I guess, subject to arrogance. Whatever, like, what are we thinking about? But man, look, it's risk. Life is risk. Just live it. It's all a risk. So what the fuck, motherfuckers getting taken out. Excuse me, man. But the boy riding the subway get choked out. Get shot through the door. Dead is dead, huh? So they doing something. I hate to be in that position, though. Cramped up. I want to see how this thing really. Maybe I can add this to this. We'll see. What that's really like in the inside. How much space do they have? I don't think they can stand up in that shit. Don't look like to me. But I heard them say it was 8 feet, but it don't look like it's no 8 feet height. And then if it's 8 feet height, maybe it's not standing height. Maybe 8 feet tall, but 4 feet of room or 5 feet of room in it. And whatever. We'll find out eventually, maybe, those that want to know, if you're interested in that. So that's all I'm talking about. That's all I got. Don't fall for the Hoover. I will say that. All that shit's always there. And no matter what's going on, almost. And matter of fact, when shit's really going on, that's when they come with the bullshit. So some more later, whenever, later in the this Wednesday. I don't know, later in or whatever. We shall see. We shall see. That's all I'm gonna say. And I'm suspending doing lives until further notice, because that shit definitely ain't working out in my best interest. Although I like doing that too, but no. Yeah, man. That's what I got now. I'm out. I'm out this piece. All right. Peace.